The year is 1893, and the time is 3:55 a.m. The morning is slowly arriving, but barely has anyone slept. It's hard to sleep when one is preoccupied with the thoughts of death and dying, and the grim realization that death hovers around like a dark mist and a heavy cloud on a gloomy, moonless night. What I am trying to say is that in exactly 5 minutes, someone is going to die. Or at least, that is what is believed. What actually happens is that someone disappears, never to be seen again. This has gone on for 3 years now, and one would think that the people of this village would be used to it, but even in the bleakest of circumstances, it is difficult to paint of separation caused by death, the continuous defeat of love by death. It is worse when nobody knows who dies next, so nobody can adequately prepare themselves for it. Every night since 1890, someone mysteriously disappears by 4 a.m., and now what was once a densely populated village resembles the remains of a shredded torn rag, flapping shamefully in the wind, suspended from a pole pinned to the entrance of a haunted graveyard. It is 2 minutes to 4 now, and apprehension is beginning to spread in the silence. Everyone is awake in silence, staring at themselves through the fuzzy candle lights, wondering. The few who still have residue of hope left are praying for themselves and those they love, praying that it would not be their turn to die tonight. The others who have accepted such dreary existence are mourning in advance for whom they do not know. They stifle sobs and tears trickle down their eyes. In a few minutes, they will know who the object of their sorrow is. It's a minute to 4 a.m. now, and the fearful countdown has begun. Everyone is looking at their timepiece, holding their bated breaths. 30 seconds. The night wind is howling lazily, even as the air gets colder. Across the entire village, sadness and misery can be heard in the distance, in the form of a lonesome wolf howling into the night sky. 20 seconds. Everyone is staring at their loved ones now, squeezing each other's hands in both comfort and reassurance. 10 seconds. Heartbeats are racing, pulses are trembling, and beads of sweat break out from foreheads and trickle down. Finally, 4 a.m. Silence. Everyone looks around, trying to be sure that their loved ones are still in place whilst wondering who the victim was tonight. More silence. Then a scream pierces the night, shrill, daunting, and hollow. People sigh in sorrow as they feel sorry for the mourner. My son, he is gone, disappeared. Oh, my awful fate. A woman's breaking voice rents the air, causing more people to break down in sobs. While some begin to cry, others sink to the ground, too exhausted to feel any emotions. They close their eyes and wait for sleep or death. But it will most likely be sleep until the next night by 4 a.m., when the next person will disappear. But just as they try to fall asleep, an engulfing light fills up the night sky, sneaking into different houses and barns through the windows. Everyone comes out and looks into the sky from where the light comes. They see a hole forming in the sky, a hole that permeates light but is surrounded by thick darkness. As they look up, terror fills their faces, just as they gasp in horror with their hands over their mouths. Above in the hole, they see the floating bodies of everyone that has disappeared, suspended in the air, lifeless and still. But that is not what causes them the greatest fear. It is the devil himself. They whisper amongst themselves as they continue to look up, hypnotized by the sheer terror and agony that the image above them compels. For at the center of the hole, they see me, the devil, appearing in all the evil countenance of my presence. That is when they understand for the first time all that has been going on. For although I am cursed with immortality, My curse runs deeper than that. I cannot ever die, but to truly live, I need to feed on the souls of humans. I am aware of the pain I live behind every day, but just like these humans who have been fated to serve as food to my soul, I too have been fated to take and take and take, no matter what the pain it costs. For if I could feel remorse and empathy, would I truly be the devil?